Ladies and gentlemen, guess what? It is in fact my favorite time of the week, because that means it's time to save some money on some Switch and Switch 2 games, digital and physical. This week we have some incredible deals for some super cheap prices, and you do not want to miss this. So let's go and get right into it. My favorite. So much that even me, I'm starting to have a backlog, and I've never had that problem, but if you're gonna have any problem in this planet, it's not a bad problem to have. Whoa, wait a second, I'm forgetting something. I remember. A winner of a Nintendo Eshop gift card. Pretty cool stuff. Boom! Another winner of a Nintendo Eshop gift card. If you'd like to have the same opportunity every single week, or the opportunity to potentially win a Nintendo Switch 2, all you have to do is like and subscribe, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and that's pretty much it. Just support the community as much as you can, and I will always give back to my amazing community every single week. Now, let's go ahead and get into these amazing deals. The first game we're talking about is Hades, and this is currently $6.24 on the Nintendo Eshop. That is 75% off the full price, and this is the lowest price this game has ever been. This is arguably one of the best games of all time. It is a must-play game. It's a game that you can spend a ton of time in, but always find new stuff to do and learn new abilities and just get further into the story. But this is a perfect time because Hades 2 is coming over to the Switch 2, as well as the Switch, I believe. I'm pretty sure it's coming to the Switch as well. They just announced the release date, but I'll be honest, I completely forgot when the release date is. But this is a perfect time to jump into Hades and then eventually jump into Hades 2. One of the greatest games of all time, Nier Automata, the End of Yorha edition, is currently on sale for $15.99, and that is 60% off the full price. This is one of my favorite games. I've talked about it a million times. It's one of those games that make you feel something. Like, not only is this a great game, but it has like this eerie feeling to it, but you know, like a sense of wonder, and it's just incredible. It goes through multiple playstyles. This is one of the best ports we ever got on the Switch. I truly think it's on par with the PS4 version. I did hear there were some issues playing this on the Switch too, so I don't know if they fixed that just yet. But if you have a chance to buy this and play this, do that. Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion is currently $2.99, and that is 80% off on the eShop. This is one of those games I've probably talked about like 15 times at this point, maybe even more. I've mentioned it in Hidden Gems videos, I've talked about it in a million eShop sale videos, and I even think I put it in a Zelda clone video. And I will talk about it as many times as I possibly can. This is such a charming, good game where you're a turnip that commits tax evasion and you need to pay back the mayor, which is an onion, but it plays like an old school 2D Zelda game, and it is just so damn good. There's also a second one about robbing a bank, which is also really good, but man, this is $3. What are we doing here? So a game that I personally just bought is Trine 4, The Nightmare Prince, and this is currently $5.99, and that is 80% off on the eShop. I just bought this physically, but if I would have found it for this price, I probably would have bought it digitally because that is so damn cheap. It is such an underrated series, the Trine games. They are essentially 2D platformers, I guess. And Trine 4 looks incredible. The graphics are amazing. The gameplay is so damn good. And what's really cool about this is you can play co-op, either online or locally, up to 4 players. And I feel like that's something that we're not seeing that much anymore. So, you know, if you have a chance to buy any of the Trine games, you're probably going to enjoy them, but Trine 4 is the best it's ever been. Dragon Quest XI is currently on sale for $19.99, and that is 50% off on the eShop. So, this is an amazing game. And if you have a chance to buy it physically, do that, you know, always go physical if the chance is there. But there are certain games that I think I would just want to play forever and own forever, and games like this fall into that category. This is something you can easily put 100 hours in and still find stuff to do. This is a great entry level RPG, kind of. I mean, it's great for RPG and JRPG fans, but I think it's pretty accessible to newcomers of the genre. And this is the best time to be a Dragon Quest fan. We have just so many remakes and remasters and reimaginings coming out, and then we're waiting on Dragon Quest XII. So for $20, you can play one of the best JRPGs of all time. Ori and the Blind Forest is currently $4.99, and that is 75% off on the Nintendo Eshop. I do think both Ori games are currently on sale, and I can never remember which one came first. It might be this one. I'm pretty sure it's this one, but whatever one you're playing, it doesn't matter. They are truly masterpieces. Just some of the best Metroidvanias of all time. I think some of the best feelings in games and the best graphics. And this is a great time to play Metroidvanias. We have stuff like Hollow Knight Silksong. We have Metroid games like Metroid Dread. And then we have Ori, which I feel like does its own thing. And I mean, I just wish we were getting more Ori games. I don't know what the hell's going on over there. But for $5, you can truly play one of the greatest games of all time. So not only is Hogwarts Legacy on sale right now, Hogwarts Legacy Deluxe Edition is on sale for $13.99. That is 80% off on the eShop, and this is the lowest price this game has ever been. Yes, you could buy this for your Switch and play it there. I've said it before, I beat the entire Hogwarts Legacy game on my Switch. Was it idea? No, but I'm a huge Harry Potter fan and I didn't mind it. I cannot wait to replay this on my Switch too. I just have a million other games I'm currently playing. But buy this for $14. Get the deluxe version of Hogwarts Legacy, then pay an extra $10 and have the Switch 2 version. So for $24, you will have the deluxe edition of the Switch 2 version of Hogwarts Legacy. That is amazing. The Switch 2 version of the deluxe edition is also on sale currently, but for $49. So you're saving half the price if you take this route into getting this, and I just feel like that's a no-brainer. Romancing Saga 2, Revenge of the Seven is currently $29.99 on the eShop, and that is 40% off, and that's for the Switch or the Switch 2. Both versions are only $30 right now. I do not know if there's an upgrade path, so, you know, if you're thinking about getting it for the Switch and then upgrading to the Switch 2, just look that up. I'm not really sure which route is like the right route to take. This game just came to the Switch 2 the tail end of July, and it's already 40% off. I have never played these games, and I don't know much about them, but I do know they have a die-hard community, and people absolutely love this game. It has an 82 on Metacritic, so it reviewed really well. So this is a great chance to maybe try something new, or pick up something you're familiar with. LEGO Voyagers just came out like 2 or 3 days ago, and it is already on sale on the Nintendo Eshop. It is $22.49, and that is 10% off for the Switch and Switch 2, and obviously this is the lowest price this game has ever been. This is such a charming and just great game, and I do think it's going to fly under the radar, unfortunately. Maybe because it's Legos, or maybe because people just don't know what's going on. If I'm not mistaken, this game can only be played 2 players, so it's like Split Fiction, or God, what is that other game called? I can't remember the other game that's like Split Fiction right now. But yeah, it's a 2-player co-op adventure about friendship and play. So what's cool is only one person has to own this game, and then the other person can download like a friend pass and then play for free. If I'm not mistaken, it also has local co-op, so that's pretty cool. But I'm very happy games like this are still being made, that are still focusing on multiplayer, and I'll be honest, this game just looks incredible. So there's a game called Kuukiyomi for Consider It, and it is currently on sale for $4, and this is for the Nintendo Switch 2, and that is 20% off the full price. So this is the lowest price this game has ever been. So you're getting a Switch 2 game for $4. This is a very weird game where they ask you over 100 different questions or like different situations, and you need to consider it. So consider what is the best option, the best outcomes, and you need to have an ability to read the atmosphere. It's strange, it's weird. Games like this, I do kind of enjoy. It's a little outside the norm, and this is for the Switch 2. So it's a great way to pad up your Switch 2 library for pretty cheap. Now, a Switch 2 game you're probably familiar with is Puyo Tetris 2S. And this is currently $25.99 on the Nintendo Eshop, and that is 35% off the full price, and this is the lowest price this game has ever been. This game, I think we talked about last week on sale, was like $34 or $30 for the physical copy, but that is a game key card. So this is like $5 or $6 cheaper. So like I was saying earlier, games that you could play forever are not bad games to own digitally, because they're games you could play for like 30 minutes or a few hours, and Puyo Tetris is just really, really cool. It's a great collaboration of games, and there's just a lot to do in this one, so might as well check that one out as well. Yakuza 0 Director's Cut is currently on sale at Amazon for $34, and this is through a third party. The game is brand new, but you just need to click third party listings whenever you're looking up this game, and it's like a brand new game coming from a retailer, just a third party retailer. $34, man. This is a great time to be a Yakuza fan. especially if you only have a Switch 2, because we have this, we have Yakuza Kiwami 1 and 2 like remasters coming over, and then some more Yakuza games, I believe. I just think we're going to get all of them eventually on the Switch 2, and they are just such good series. It's very rare that you see a series come out this much, like this many games. In some way, somehow, all of them are just incredible. You can tell that they are passion products. It's not an annual release like Call of Duty or something where they're just putting them out to put them out. They really put a lot of passion into these games, and you always find weird and wacky stuff to do, so not a bad way to pick this game up. We also have EA Sports Madden NFL 26 physically at Walmart, Amazon, Best Buy, and GameStop and Target for $49.99. This is the lowest price this game has been. This is 30% off the full price. Actually, at Walmart, it's $49.94. You can save an extra nickel over there if you choose to. Yeah, it's Madden. You know what you're getting into. This is a game that was $70 and is now already $30. So maybe you're thinking about picking it up. Now you can save $30 and do that. But if this is like every other Madden or sports game, there's a good chance this game will continue to drop in price, probably monthly or bi-monthly or something. So I would just keep an eye out. This is something I'm waiting to pick up myself, but I'm gonna wait till it's like $25 personally. But yeah, man, 30% off. And we have Street Fighter 6 digitally at g2a.com. This is $34.41. G2A is a website where you get game keys. I use these websites all the time. They're 100% legit. Yeah, this is one of the best ports I think we have on the Switch 2. And now that the launch of the Switch 2 has came and went, I feel like the hype around this game is dying down a little bit. But this is a phenomenal game to play on the Switch 2. It is such good quality that the Switch 2 version is an official version for tournaments. So, you know, it's the same standard as like PC and PS5. That has to count for something. You know what I mean? The quality has to be there. And what's funny is I've seen a lot of people pick this up, and now they have like 100 hours in it, and they've never played a Street Fighter game or never were into like these arcade fighting games. So it's really cool. I think it's creating a lot of new Street Fighter fans, and the story mode in this, I think, is where it really shines. At least to me, that's the most fun part. So if you were thinking about picking this up, not a bad way to go. Just saying. Ladies and gentlemen, there were some great Switch and Nintendo Switch 2 games on sale. Every single week, I'm doing my best job to find you guys the best prices on all these amazing games. And I think this week we did pretty good, all things considered. So in the comments below, I would love to hear from you guys. If you made it all the way to this part of the video, you're an amazing person. Thank you for doing that. So like and subscribe, follow the social medias, and consider becoming a channel member. That would really, really help out. And you guys know me. I'll see you very soon with a new video. Peace out.